Have you ever heard of the term PR? Public relations. Communicating with the public to create a brand narrative and maintain a company's reputation and visibility. One thing that's always been clear from the jump between Logan Paul and KSI, these guys know how to maintain visibility. I don't know about the reputation part. Well, I mean, shoot, these guys do know how to maintain a not so positive reputation. So it wouldn't really be a stretch to say that these guys know how to maintain their PR, whether for better or for worse. And recently, all the talk has been about Logan Paul and KSI's antics. And so this whole phenomenon with KSI and his song and Logan Paul just being a multi-millionaire moron here. In this video, I'm going to break down to you why we've seen every aspect of this done before. Maybe you just forgot or something, but I'm gonna jog your memory in this video.
What happened to YouTubers, man?
Took that person.
Okay, who is DanTDM?
Shout out to all the fans who love the song. They've been praying on my downfall, man.
Right off the bat, I just want to say this is not a hit piece or anything. I just wanted to go into this topic for comedic purposes and to raise awareness, and that's pretty much it. I specifically waited a couple of weeks after this KSI song came out because I wanted to actually see if it did any damage before I covered it and actually gave more awareness to it. The thing is now, it's gotten pretty big. I'll give him credit. It got a little bigger than I thought it would, honestly. And another reason why I took so long to make this video is because a lot of these YouTubers are gonna make like 5 videos on this as more information comes out. That's definitely a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money. But no, we over here on this channel, we're gonna wait for the information to come out for now until I do YouTube full time. I don't know why nobody's making videos on this. I don't get it. It kind of ruins their whole money thing, I guess. I don't know. This video isn't going to be just about KSI's song. It's also about Logan Paul because these two are basically like echo fighters at this point. And another thing about Logan Paul and KSI is like business partners. I think another thing a lot of people forgot and why this video actually has a basis here is the fact that a couple of years ago, they did the largest advertisement for a product we've ever seen, like ever. These two were acting like they hated each other in boxing, making diss tracks, selling out arenas for boxing events multiple times, by the way, building up all this hype to release Prime. You guys do realize that whole thing, the beef between them was all promo for Prime, right? So it's very clear these guys will go to any lengths to promote a product, and it works almost every trip. We're gonna go ahead and get into Logan Paul first because there's a lot less to talk about here, but it's still worth being in the video, right? This whole Logan Paul segment is really just about his kind of back and forth, but it's really just him instigating the whole thing. Him and Tommy in it on X going at it. Look, man, hey, all I'm gonna say is, bro, this is some generational used to like ratio. This is insane. And so basically what Logan Paul was doing is posting mad screenshots of their DMs, and it didn't really expose anything. And Tommy was just ratioing him for fun. Like he was just farming ratios. Like I've never seen this before. Also, I've never seen this many community notes. His account is like a community notepad at this point. He just has so many notes. Last time I seen this many notes, I was worried about Cornell in them. Seems like that whole little episode he was having with Tommy is basically over now, but he got 40 million views on his post, so he definitely got exposure for sure. The main point is like, bro, people were thinking about Logan Paul. That's really like the main consistent theme here between him and KSI. So like I had said, the only thing that kind of was off-putting about this whole thing, he was like farming attention, but he didn't really have anything to like straight up promote like KSI did with his whole song. So I'm thinking this is like a Lunchly thing. Otherwise, he's just doing it for the love of the game at this point. He's just farming hatred for fun. Not really sure what his angle was with this one, but I'm just gonna go with the whole Lunchly explanation for it. Otherwise, I'm gonna have like a headache or something. First and foremost, what I have to get through y'all head, bro, is if you don't already know this, I thought we were on the same page with this, but clearly some people genuinely think otherwise. KSI is not actually mad. Like, I know this is a crazy thing. No way, he's not actually mad. Yeah, bro, he does not care.
This was literally my top comment. If anything, it's actually the most liked comment on the fucking music video. It's got more likes than my...
You guys do know that like KSI tried being an actor. Like KSI has an IMDb page. He's been in movies. I think this is one where he's like actually trying. Yeah. So there's a reason why we haven't heard of him doing any traditional movies after this. Bro is not a good actor. Am I supposed to believe this is actually an angry person? Right now, I don't see an angry person on my screen. I see a rich billionaire putting on a performance. I see someone trying to entertain, attempting to entertain. I don't see an upset individual.
My actual music video. A comment! 202,000 likes on this comment. Why aren't you liking the video?
If I ever edit like this and I spam the reverb effect with black and white and ear rape, report my channel for nudity.
On X alone, I've seen so many videos of bro just reacting to people dissing his song. Like, this nigga is farming content. It's the same song and dance every single time. Like, he just goes on like a Reddit forum or something, or he just scrolls on TikTok under a hashtag or something, and he just watches like a generic slander video about his song, and this is his reaction every time. Let me break it down for you, 1-for-1 reaction. Bro, you're taking the piss. You're taking the piss. Oh my days, you're taking the piss. Oh my days. Copy and paste what I just did, put it over top of comments, over TikToks, over anything, and that's literally just the same content this guy's been pushing out for the past 2 weeks.
Where's the audio? Oh my god.
He's so mad. He's so mad. Ow!
Now, like I was saying with like the whole example thing with what KSI was trying to do here, it's been done time and time again in the past. So now allow me to take you back to the early 2010s. Justin Bieber, basically, he just dropped Baby. You know what Baby did for the culture. And when I say culture, I just mean humanity. At one point, it was the most disliked video on YouTube. I don't think it is anymore. The epidemic that was Justin Bieber in 2010, it was so impactful because people hated it. To this very day, you cannot play Happy Wheels without seeing a Justin Bieber little kid representation where you have to kill him. The hatred for that song is what made it actually turn into the huge song that it is today. We kind of saw like that same principle apply to a song that came out just a year later, which is Rebecca Black's Friday. It's Friday. Gotta get down on it. I didn't hate that song. I was never a hater of that song. I never really saw the hate for that. It showed that there was a consistent hatred type formula to get a song to actually do good numbers. It would come at the cost of you basically having little respect at the time of release as an artist, but you did actually do pretty good numbers though. So, I mean, some people would take that trade-off, others wouldn't. You know who definitely would take that trade-off? Someone who is actually very closely tied to KSI through proximity of Logan Paul, Jake Paul. Back in 2017 on May 30th, actually, Jake Paul releases It's Everyday Bro. Similar to like the songs I mentioned before, this song was hated. It put Jake Paul on the map in terms of YouTube, and it basically set him up to have the career that he has today. Why it relates to KSI so perfectly is because it was from a content creator slash YouTuber. It's like KSI was trying to take the page out of that book, like 1-for-1 here. He did the music video, he did the bad song, but he kind of upped the ante by making production value sky high. You have to put it in perspective. This dude is like coming up on billionaire, if not already billionaire. 100,000 just to get publicity is nothing. It's basically just paying for an ad at this point. And man, this is the ad of doom. Everyone's talking about it, including me, but I waited. I really don't believe a single thing of authenticity from this besides like people clowning it because they authentically think like they're actually doing something, but they're really just playing into his hands. So now enter KSI versus DanTDM. One of the more core components of his whole campaign to advertise this song, and by extension Prime and Lunchly, once again a weird one-sided feud with another Minecraft YouTuber similar to Logan Paul, DanTDM.
Here. So Dr. Traore!
This one isn't as random because Dan actually commented on Lunchly, so it was sort of the catalyst for this whole thing. It technically started with Dan, but he was saying Lunchly was created just to grab money. KSI saw that and he took it personal. More than Logan, more than Mr. Beast. Yeah, you know, KSI took this one to heart. It's some of the most unhinged tweeting since Kanye's run a couple of years ago.
What happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them. Do better. What was KSI's excellent diplomatic response? He shows a tube hero action figure. It looks like crap to me. And then he got community noted, and KSI worked with the same company, and the creator of that company managed his collective, but it's not over yet, and says he was sponsored, then promoted, and made a video on Munch Pack, a monthly sub box full of food and candy to his Minecraft audience full of kids. And once again, he gets community noted, but it's not over yet. We are on the 4th post. KSI said something and Dan hasn't said anything. What's a KSI post without getting community noted? But it's not over yet. He has has a 5th post. A lot has happened in the past few days online. Community noted, but it's not over yet. He responds to the community note and proceeds to get community noted again. Not over yet. Almost a week later, he still is tweeting at Dan. Mind you, this whole time, Dan hasn't said a single word, but it's not over yet. Hey, yo, Dan, why don't you come over to the sidecast? Let's talk this out like men. Now he's trying to like monetize this one-sided quote unquote beef, but it's not over yet. The 8th response, or 7th, I lost count. 7th or 8th, so I don't know, but it's not over yet. Dan finally broke his silence after doing that first tweet. He's just enjoying life. He's got his son, you know, he's got his kid. Oh, he's going to see Shrek the musical. Yay! He's playing like Pokemon. What is that? Yu-Gi-Oh? Look at him playing Pokemon and stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie, he's a nerd for playing Pokemon the legit way. Was it just me, or did we not play Pokemon legit? I'm gonna be honest, I didn't play using regular cards. I only used like the highest evolutions and legendaries. Like, why would you play with anything else? Legendaries and EX. So yeah, playing like this, I don't condone it. But hey, if anything, play however you want. But one thing I was never doing, I was never using energy cards. I don't care. Energy cards collected does. Yeah, that was the final handful of salt he had left for that. This whole thing just goes to show you how far KSI is willing to go just to remain relevant. Don't get it twisted. All of this is just to promote Lunchly. He farmed DanTDM just to promote it even further.
KSI has been on the internet for so long. You don't think he knows that when you respond to hate and criticism, you're fueling the flames even more? Sunny V2 is like a perfect example of this. The dude got so much heat for making that Chris Tyson video, and you know what he did to respond to that hate and all the stuff, that all the criticism he got for making the Chris Tyson video? You know what he did? He did nothing, and now his channel is perfectly fine. He never fell off. He never took a hit in views because he never addressed it. As long as you don't address hate, it won't really get much further. Like, unless it's like legit, like seriously, like you did some really bad stuff. Otherwise, bro, you don't address it, you win. KSI is doing the opposite, but he's winning because that's what he wants. He wants the hate, and he's getting exactly what he wants. It's just more promo for Prime. It's more promo for Lunchly. It's just like he wins. Like I said, I'm not trying to be like the nerd emoji of this whole thing, like, well, actually it's really just like it's all just a facade. Like, bro, I thought this was common knowledge, but there's no video on it, so I'm making the vid. Like I said, man, that's really just KSI and Logan Paul's game here. They think any publicity is good, and I mean, it's kind of showing with the success of his latest song, and he's not really wrong for thinking like that. Eventually it's probably gonna hurt him, but it was definitely one of the most artificial attempts at doing a hate song, a hated meme song I've ever seen. History repeats itself, and this is a product of that, and we'll probably see this attempted once again in the future. Just wanted to go over that since I saw nobody talking about it. Yeah, thanks for all the support on the videos. Join my Discord in the description. Thanks for watching the vid, and I got nothing.